Welcome back to this course. And in this news section, we'll talk about the various income taxes. But before that, let me just go over this quotation from Herman Wouk. He's a well known American novelist, and he said, "Income tax returns are the most imaginative fiction being written today." This is because a lot of people try to avoid paying income taxes. And a significant or one of the major reasons for that is because they don't understand how to compute for their income taxes because it's quite complex and they feel that it is difficult to comply with the tax laws and that the government is making it difficult for them to comply. So in this section, we'll try to go over all the basics of income taxation that we think is relevant for you to know how to compute for your income taxes. In the previous videos, we talked about business taxes, and we know that the basis of income taxes are your gross sales or your gross receipts. And if you remember, business taxes are imposed simply because you are doing business here in the Philippines. And we know that the basis, as I've mentioned, would be revenue and sales. So this is different, and we talked about this earlier, that the basis of income taxation would be your net income or your profit. So that's a major difference, which we also emphasized in the previous videos, between business taxes and income taxes. So there is no double taxation, which is prohibited by the Constitution, because the bases are different. So, how do we report income taxes? So there are two types of reporting for income taxes. You have quarterly and annually. Just a quick review. Do you still remember how we pay or how regular we pay percentage taxes? Of course, it is quarterly. How about the value-added taxes? That would be monthly. All right? So, quarterly income taxes, this is still an income tax. However, it is filed and paid on a quarterly basis. So this is a tax on your income, obviously, gross receipts less allowable deductions. So take note that we use the term allowable deductions because there are, on top of your regular expenses, are additional deductions that you could use to reduce your taxable income. So this is not your typical reporting for accounting purposes because the law provides for additional deductions. And we'll talk about that in later videos. The tax rate for individuals depend on your income bracket. So we'll also show the so-called income tax table for individuals. For corporations, that would be a single tax rate. So it depends on what kind of reportable entity you are, whether you're an individual or a corporation. Because if you're an individual, you have to use the income tax table. If you're a corporation, i.e. a juridical entity, then you simply make use of a single tax rate. Taxpayers may opt for itemized deductions or the 40% optional standard deduction, which we will be tackling in later videos. Don't worry. And if you're an individual, you make use of 1701Q BIR Form 1701Q to report your quarterly income taxes, and it is computed cumulatively every quarter. All right. So in the next video, we'll talk about the different types of deduction. See you there.